Good day, Mr. Trump.
This better be good.
I have a very special presentation for you today. The Cold Clan. Yeah, you remember them. These are the OGs of Dragon Ball Z villains. Let me start you off with someone special. King Cold Baby. This dude has aura. You mean he's Frieza's dad? And he's the king of the universe? Dude, this guy's probably the strongest. He's probably the strongest in the series, right? Oh. Okay, alright, what about Frieza? Right? Yeah.
Monkey.
Yeah, my boy. This dude is ruthless. Even Raccoon knows Frieza's on top.
Yeah, I'd say he's pretty cool.
This dude dates back for decades and decades. Frieza brought that dog out of Goku. Surely Frieza is the strongest No. No. Alright, let's see here. Alright, Frieza had a brother. He had a brother. Cooler? His name's Cooler? Like coolers that hold ice and beer? Alright, yeah, whatever. I'll roll with it. I mean, let's see. He looks like Frieza. His voice acting is badass. This is probably his final form. I mean, he will never transform. Oh crap. The three of these absolute legends put together creates the Cold Clan.
My. Our clan would be unstoppable if we fought as a family.
Let's see if you've learned a thing or two, brother.
You dare challenge our supremacy?
In Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, there are specific teams that when put together create unique dialogues.
Supremacy?
This usually happens for groups of characters that have relation to each other. For example, the Ginyu Force. I've made it my mission to analyze these teams and figure out which ones are the best, the coolest, the worst, and the cringest. So yeah, fucking like enjoy or something. King Cold himself is a less than well-rounded and slightly larger character running a cost of 4 DP and sitting at 3 bars of health. I think those are fair numbers. Here are the stats, and you may see a problem here. I find the lack of combo stat is
disturbing.
Having the ability to keep your opponent in stun lock with combos and moves is the key to winning in Sparking Zero, and having a below average stat in that department really shows sometimes. And if your opponent out-combos you, then you probably won't last long. In the moveset department, I don't think there's too much to be excited about. He has 2 explosive wave attacks, one costing 2 skill points and the other costing 4 ki. Generally, I'd stay away from using the super explosive wave unless your opponent is down, as it's much more avoidable than the regular skill point one. Hey, you enjoying the video? Hope you are. Like and subscribe. On top of that, this move costs 4 ki, and I feel like that's too much for an explosive wave attack. He does have a skill which grants these status effects. I don't know what they do. I've looked everywhere. The best I can find is the old Tenkaichi 3 status effects. Not sure which is which though. Like most characters, he's got a regular Ki Blast super, but this one only costs 2 ki, so it's a good idea to pop off that attack whenever you send your opponent flying. Now the ultimate for King Cold is really cool. I think it looks cool, but that's about it. The problem is, it's a dash ultimate. Maybe some people like it, but dash attacks require your opponent to be down or they'll just block it or vanish on it. I'm sure if you're good enough, you can maximize your sparking damage output by slinging out punches for most of the bar before knocking down your opponent and hitting the ult, but I'd rather just have a massive death ball, dude. As for transformations, the guy's got none of them because he's already perfect.
Check out my perfect form. It's perfect.
In summary, King Cold is mediocre on his best days unless there's some sort of secret in these buffs here that I'm not seeing. Frieza is the OG of Ki Blast specialists. People have been whining about his laser pointer fingers since Tenkaichi on PS2, as his blasts are so fast and unpredictable. What makes him a Ki Blast specialist, simply put, is this big old ki stat. When a character has a higher ki stat, they'll regenerate it faster both passively and while charging. Typically, a high ki stat will also be paired with a high super attack stat, creating the fabled Ki Blast specialist. And most of Frieza's forms are the kings of this specialty. Frieza has a total of 8 forms in Sparking Zero, and I feel like it's only worth using about 4 of them. Looking at base Z Frieza, he has a DP cost of 5 and he gets 3 health bars. If you decide to start with a higher form, of course, it's going to cost some more DP, but all forms of Frieza will have 3 health bars. Here are the stats of base Z Frieza, and you can clearly see that he is meant to Ki Blast spam.
You've got mail.
The moveset is nothing to get excited about just yet, and going forward it's worth mentioning that almost every character has a skill that provides buffs. What do they do? Still don't know. On super attacks he has a 2 key cost blast and a 3 cost dash attack, so there's not a lot going on here. For skills he's got Psychokinesis, which by the way a lot of Frieza forms have, and a buff. Psychokinesis provides a short stun against your opponent which you can utilize to then give them back shots. On the ultimate, Frieza's got the OG Death Ball move that will never get old to watch.
Are you seeing these beautiful fireworks?
Overall, base Frieza is a very solid character for 5 DP, especially when we start to factor in his transformations. The movesets on his first and second transformation are once again nothing special, but in that first transformation his ultimate is reminiscent of when he impaled Krillin on Namek, so that's pretty cool.
First, I'll give you a true taste of hell. I'll rip you apart. That was close.
Second transformation? Who cares? When you finally get to the third and fourth transformation, that's where Frieza starts going cuckoo bananas. Fourth form Frieza has incredible stats, and that paired with a badass ultimate which can destroy Namek is what carries this form. While he is powerful in this state, you're still not done transforming. This big buff dude is who you want to transform into. Here is where the moveset starts to get steamy. Final form Frieza is coming in with these expensive ass supers, which are a nigh undodgeable disc attack and a crazy 4 key cost dash attack. Strategically, his skill, the long-awaited for 100%, is very powerful because it grants instant max power or sparking mode. His ultimate just does a lot of damage, that's kind of it.
You must die by my hand! No!
As for Mecha and Super / Golden Friezas, it's a lot of the same that was going on with the Z forms. Both Mecha and Super Friezas cost 6 DP and they have 3 health bars, Golden Frieza costing 8 DP instead. These Friezas share a lot of the same moves as the Z forms. Psychokinesis, instant max power, key spam stats, it's all there.
But, you bring the stuff?
It's right here, huh?
Show it.
It's
Show
right,
it.
it's right here.
Show it.
It's right here.
Show it.
It's right there.
To conclude, I think all Friezas are usable, but it's clear that there are certain forms you should be prioritizing in order to use him to his full potential. I feel like Cooler is a hidden gem in Sparking Zero. This dude has got it all. He's badass AF, his stats are great, and he's fun to play. Base Cooler costs 6 DP while Final Form and Metal Cooler both cost 7. Each Cooler starts with 3 bars of health and his stats are above average, leaning into key specialty. Similar to Frieza, we've got Psychokinesis on our boy here, and I didn't mention this before, but Jesus Christ, Psychokinesis is such a dog shit skill in my eyes.
I don't want to play with you anymore.
It just takes too long to use, leaving you open to an attack which will steal your skill stocks without using the move. Cooler in all forms is absolutely a key specialist, except with a more 50-50 approach to key versus special attack stats. To complement his stats, both base form supers are blasts or beams, allowing the user to maintain deadly assaults from a distance throughout the match. Base Cooler's ultimate Death Ball is akin to base Frieza's, but I ain't complaining. Once transformed, Cooler's stats only go up, so if you thought you were poning Gogeta's in base form, then wait until you get to the final one. I think it's pretty interesting how Cooler maintains his special attack stat but also gains in regular attacks, making him feel like an absolute beast when you hit someone. As for Final Form moveset, Cooler loses 1 beam attack in favor for a dash attack, so if you're into that kind of thing, good for you. He keeps Psychokinesis and After Image becomes Psycho Barrier. For 3 skill stock, I don't think Psycho Barrier will get much use unless it can block an ultimate or something crazy. Final Form Cooler's ultimate becomes the copy-paste Supernova, and this doesn't feel all that different from the Death Ball, just doing more damage now.
I'll vaporize you! Secure along with the planet!
So overall, Cooler swaps a key move to do some more damage and have another option in defense whenever he transforms. Very nice. Now on to Metal Cooler. Metal Cooler is freaking weird, man. Skipping everything else for now, I need to mention the fact that this man is one of the characters that cannot key charge. No key? You want to use a super attack? Shit, you better get your popcorn because you're gonna be watching that key fill up for a minute. I guess it's because he's all metal? But then why can Golden Frieza key charge? I don't know, I just make the video. Hey, I make the video, sometimes maybe a good video, sometimes maybe bad one, who knows. In his moveset, he's got 2 blast attacks, instant transmission, which is great for getting the jump on your opponent without them getting to react, and a move that I see a lot of people complain about, this little guy called regeneration, which gives you health. And if you've been in the loop, you know people hate when characters can do that because it leads to a stalling match. And once again, our boys got Supernova for the ultimate. To use Metal Cooler's goofy mechanics to your advantage, you need to land as many super attacks as you can, while also saving your stocks for regeneration. And you can even keep your Metal Cooler alive with it while your other units heal up. In summary, Base Cooler is a very solid option for a lot of teams, just remember that he costs 6 DP. Metal Cooler, however, is a very niche character who costs a crazy 7 DP just to be a side grade or stalling piece. So there you have it, Mr. Trump. The Cold Clan, when put together in Sparking Zero, is an alright team. I'd say 6 out of 10 for ranked if you want to run a 3-person team. What do you think?
I do not know you got into my office, but I would like to hire you to roll my big fat mega monster doobie smokes.
You got it, Mr. T.
Do not call me that.
Sorry, boss.
I will like and subscribe now.
Shit, thanks, man. I'll start rolling a 2-grammer right now.
With so much drama in the LBC, it's kinda hard being Snoop Dogg Double G, but I somehow, some way keep